Oh boy, guys, I got a juicy story for you today. If you like hearing about gaming news, consider liking and subscribing to the channel because I'm in total shock here. Disney is reportedly keen on buying Fortnite developer Epic Games, but waiting for the right moment. So it's moments like these where I go, RJ, does this really have to happen? Disney is full of woke fucking garbage, and we got to hear about them buying Epic Games. Yeah, it's on the board, guys. This could happen. So, this is an article from IGN. We're going to read and discuss. Let's talk about it. Disney executives are reportedly keen on buying Fortnite developer Epic Games at some point. The claim comes from veteran tech reporter Alex Heath via the Town podcast, who said that a senior executive were waiting for the right moment to make a bid for the metaverse game, following Disney's prior $1.5 billion investment into developer Epic Games. So they already got $1.5 billion invested. So, question is, are they willing to dip their toe in the entire way? Looks like they might be. Continuing the article. Fortnite is a jewel in the crown of Epic's portfolio, alongside its pervasive development toolkit Unreal Engine, and a significant money spinner. But the past year has been rocky for the game, something that led to Epic Games shedding 1,000 staff members last week, due in part to the downturn of engagement through 2025. I mentioned this briefly about Epic Games cutting 1,000 jobs. If Fortnite can't cut it, nothing's cutting it, except GTA, in this climate. If they gotta cut jobs, everybody's cutting jobs. But I also gotta say this, aren't we fucking tired of Fortnite yet? Like, come on. Where's Fortnite 2? Right? Aren't we tired? We've had Fortnite now for a decade, basically. I don't really care about the game all that much. To some people, it has been their game for years. And I'm like, come on, can we play something else, please? The Sinister Six of games. Stuff like Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, shit like that. Apex. It's like, guys, can we switch up what we do? Can we try something new, please? Or can we get a sequel like Fortnite 2? Apparently, no. But anyway, that's just a side tangent. Let's continue the article. Disney, meanwhile, is already heavily invested in Fortnite with dozens of character skins and crossovers already part of the game, including Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, and Disney animated characters, and the long-awaited Disney-specific mode that's set to offer fans a place to play, watch, create, and shop. Yeah, again, Fortnite is just... I think you just almost at this point, you don't even look at it as a game. You just look at it as its own platform almost. It's so big. It's so... even though the engagement was down, it has such a share of the playtime and the market and the money spent in the market. And it's really just almost broke away and just become its own thing apart from other games, while at the same time collabing with so many different things, which is partly why it's staying popular. It has the money to spend to get some really popular licensed characters, and it takes advantage of that, mixed with the fact that it's become the town square. There are a whole generation of kids that have grown up playing Fortnite. It's no barrier, easy entry, free to play, right? And cross-play everywhere. And it's like, there's a whole list of people that are just Discord Fortnite, and they have their friends on there, and that's how they communicate with their friends. And the Fortnite is sort of background, right? That's just what it is. And the thing is, for my generation growing up, that was Call of Duty. But you had to buy Call of Duty every year. You know what I mean? Fortnite's one game and it's free. But it has all this other shit. And it tries to get you to buy microtransactions. And here's a quote here. It says from Heath, "I know for a fact there are senior executives in Disney who want them to buy Epic and are just waiting for that moment." Heath said. And then there are others who think it's a bad idea. If Epic ever sold, if it ever decided to call it quits on becoming an independent company, Disney would be the most natural home for a lot of reasons. I agree. I didn't see this coming before, but this is making sense to me, guys. Unfortunately, woke Disney could be buying Epic. They could be in control of Fortnite if they so choose so. Especially because they could just put more Marvel characters in there, more Disney characters in there, microtransactions, have another stream of revenue to go alongside their movies because their movies aren't performing quite as great as they used to because they push woke nonsense. Continuing. Here, Heath referenced the upcoming Disney Mode, concept art for which looks like a virtual Disneyland park with various themed areas, and the idea it just became Disney's gaming platform. Despite 2 years of development work, however, there's still no suggestion of when it will finally arrive. And I gotta say, good on Epic. They got this collaboration from Disney without having to be owned by Disney. The question is, are they willing to sell, and for how much? They might have played this perfect. Last year, Sweeney blasted a Wall Street Journal report that claimed development of the mode was being hampered by slow decision-making at Disney. Something he claimed was BS. Still, that report stated that the mode announced back in March 2024 would not be ready before this fall, something which is expected to be borne out by reality. And yeah, again, if Disney is in control, they're going to be shuffling their feet. They're going to be missteps there. Because they've had missteps in the movie industry, right? For sure. Especially as of recently. So, your Fortnite may not be the Fortnite you grew up loving before you know it. Here's another quote by Heath. Epic is a founder-controlled company, Heath continued. Tim Sweeney has full voting stock control and can make unilateral decisions, and it's really up to him. As we saw, he was the guy who went to bat against the app stores, against Apple and Google, to open those up. And it's almost an ideological crusade when you're running a company like Epic to do something like that. And he even acknowledges it in the layoff email that it cost Epic. True. Continuing. One Disney executive who strongly backed the company's investment in Fortnite was Josh D'Amaro, the same person who recently won the race to become the company's new CEO. Well, there you go. That's a good example of, hey, somebody just got promoted that was super interested in Fortnite and Epic, and now that could be a unilateral decision to jump right in there. While his tenure has only just begun, it's believed that D'Amaro will want to quickly make his mark in his role this year. This would make a mark. And he previously remarked that the launch of Fortnite's Disney mode will be a major moment for the company going forward. Now, again, are they wanting to own the company right as the new Disney part of Fortnite comes out? Possibly. Possibly they would want this to be day and date. But again, I think it's going to take some time. First of all, they have to decide they want to do it. Epic's got to decide to agree to it, and they got to agree on numbers. And then on top of that, it's got to go through regulation and all that too, if it even happens. So again, we're in the very early stages of this. This is very exploratory, we'll say. Just this week, former long-term Disney executive Keith Mayer said he expected D'Amaro to make bold steps this year and grow the company's gaming output. I think Epic or some other video game asset would be a great addition to the Walt Disney Company's asset base, Mayer told CNBC. And they understand it. Gaming has become a huge chunk of the entertainment market. It's bigger than movies. I think Disney wants to jump in there more. I believe that. And Epic seems to be the natural choice. Fortnite itself has often struggled to launch other modes for its game that stray too far away from the core Battle Royale proposition. Interest has waned for the racing, music, and Lego modes it launched to fanfare in late 2023. And I can explain that. They're known as the Battle Royal shooter. The people go there for Battle Royal shooting. The other stuff is all eye candy extras and just doesn't grab the people's interest as much. They came there for the Battle Royal. Just give them some Disney skins, guys. Do it. Do what you know is best. Continuing. Epic has previously admitted that it struggled to fully explain to its consumers that Fortnite is more than just Battle Royale. I played it a few years ago. I really only fucking saw the Battle Royale mode. I played 2 matches. I won my second match ever on Fortnite. That's on the channel. And I don't remember really seeing what the fuck else to do. So I don't even know. I'm confused. And I'm a 30-plus-year gamer, and I'm confused. So continuing. But plans are seemingly afoot for some kind of new era, as mentioned by Sweeney in this email on the layoffs. We'll be kicking off the next generation of Epic with huge launch plans towards the end of the year, he wrote. And again, some of these layoffs could be in preparation of selling the company, but making it look leaner before the sell. A lot of times we'll see when companies get bought out, they'll make it leaner after the sell too, or instead of. But sometimes you'll make a company leaner, make the stock price look better before you sell. And that could be what is going on here. Announcing the layoffs last week, Sweeney said Epic Games has reacted to a downturn in interest for Fortnite that began in 2025, though analysts told IGN that few people playing the game's veteran Battle Royale mode was the only one of its problems. The company has spent years fighting costly legal battles with Apple and Google, while bankrolling the Epic Game Store as it attempts to rival Steam. And again, a lot of that is where the money is sinking, right? And then there's the explosive growth of Roblox, which Fortnite has now fallen far behind. That shocks me too. I guess I didn't realize Roblox is bigger than Fortnite now. Many fans feel it is Epic Games' own staff that have paid the price, while those who remain at the company say they simply don't know how Fortnite will look later this year and beyond. With close to a quarter of the company's staff gone, perhaps the game's new Disney mode offering will turn it around. And this was an article from Tom Phillips from IGN news editor. And I know Tom Phillips, or I've seen Tom Phillips, I should say. I don't know him personally. He writes a good article. He's better than some of them over there at IGN. But yeah, what do you guys think? Should Disney buy Epic Games? I don't like it. Personally, I don't like it. I think if Disney buys Epic Games, I believe you will see some woke nonsense in Fortnite more than ever. And that's concerning. I think Disney would not be good for that company. I don't believe so. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, this is your boy RJ signing out. Have a good one.